Hey YouTube, this is Firewizard23, time for another Transformers episode. This episode, The Ultimate Doom, Part 1. Let's get started. Okay, so this episode's a little more heart-pumping than the previous ones. Okay, The Ultimate Doom, Part 1. Okay, it's not a big part of the episode, but we start out in India, because we get a narrator saying that the Maharaja has given a gift of solar panels to his people. And he's dressed like a stereotypical Indian guy with the headdress and everything. I'm like, okay, this is not going to sit well in the annals of history. And it doesn't, but it doesn't actually go on that long. Okay. Even says like 30 units of energy or something. It's like, isn't there actually a unit of energy? Isn't it joules? I seem to remember that being the unit of energy. Okay. The Decepticons are attacking, presumably trying to steal this energy source so they can make energon cubes. And the Autobots arrive, and they throw the Maharaja, but he gets caught by Optimus. And the Maharaja's like, Optimus! Like, okay, so everybody just knows the Autobots, okay? Okay, it turns out this was a clever distraction by Megatron, who just wanted some of the Autobots out of the base for their real plan. Where Soundwave unleashes all three of his robots. Rumble, Ravage, Laserbeak. I can't do it. It's such a great voice, though. I love Soundwave. And they make a whole mess of stuff happen in the Autobots base, and they capture Sparkplug. Like, what? What's Sparkplug for? And we cut to Megatron, who's talking with some deranged guy who's wearing like a metal plate in his head with like a metal arm, clearly a doctor character. His name is Dr. Araville. And we also hear that Shockwave on Cybertron, he is going to open another space highway to transport some precious cargo. It's like, what? Okay, what are we talking about? But Sparkplug arrives, and the Doctor's plan is revealed. He has created this chip that they can put in the back of a person's head that lets him control them. But the Autobots realize they got screwed over, so they plan this trip into the Decepticons' base, which we never established that they knew where it was, but I guess they could have kind of figured it out. Because some of them go in through the water towards the base, some of them actually go under the water to come up to rescue Sparkplug. A big battle happens, and they get Sparkplug back, but they don't realize he has a chip. And Sparkplug starts doing like really weird things in the base, like trying to repair some of the Autobots, even though they don't technically have anything wrong with them. And we see Dr. Araville, he's saying like, no, you must only repair the damaged ones. And in truth, he's also been doing some other things that they never saw him do. And the Autobots get attacked by the Decepticons, but all the weapons start malfunctioning, and even the Teletran thing isn't working. It's like, what the hell's going on? And Spike is running away, and he trips magnificently, the animation's awesome, over a wrench near Teletran. He's like, my dad did this. He must have undid the whole thing. So now Spike's kind of onto what's going on. And he finally gets Teletran working again. He has this flame retardant foam come out, and the Decepticons are like freaking out. No, we can't attack anymore. This will damage our circuitry. Okay, that's how we get rid of them. Just remember, folks, if Decepticons attack you at a gas station, just hit that emergency button to stop the gasoline, and all this flame retardant foam will come out and it'll just corrode them all. And he tries to stop Sparkplug from going with the Decepticons. It's like, Dad, no. Yes, come on, join me. The Decepticons are good. No. When next we meet, we are enemies. It's so robotic. I'm hoping Spike's kind of putting this together and he realizes that something's terribly wrong here. He has to know that something's up here. Like, yeah. Please tell me, don't spoil it, but like, please tell me they wrote this kid intelligently. That he realizes, like, wait a minute, something's really wrong here. Okay. So we find out his master plan, because that can't be the ultimate doom, just program a bunch of humans, right? Because I'm thinking about the title of this episode, like, we're missing something. And Megatron did mention to Dr. Araville he was mentioning to Shockwave that he wants to transport a special cargo through the space highway. Megatron wants to use the space highway to transport Cybertron itself closer to Earth, specifically within its atmosphere. Dr. Araville's initially shocked at this. He's like, you can't do that. The gravity will rip the planet apart. There'll be all these natural disasters and stuff. Yes, but all that energy used will be able to be used to form new energon cubes that we can easily transport to the now closed Cybertron using your slaves. And we find out in a later shot that he's actually used these chips on many of these workers, similar to Sparkplug. And it's like, uh-oh, that's not good. So now we see his giant big doom plan. So the Autobots do attack, trying to stop this highway, and they realize like this is a huge space highway from before. It's got like all these multiple pylons, like a pyramid shape. Like what the hell? And when he sees the Autobots, he actually has the humans come out as a defensive shield around him, saying, and the Autobots see, and Optimus orders to stop. Like, no, we can't fire, we can't hurt the humans. And Megatron has the humans attack the Autobots and just hit them with rocks and sticks and stuff. And they don't know the Autobots don't know what to do. Like they can't just kill them. That'd be a hell. Somebody write that cartoon. Somebody write that cartoon if the Autobots just don't give a shit. That'd be funny. I mean, it'd be awful and terrible and gruesome, but like I have to imagine there's some continuity where that actually happens. And Spike still can't get through the spark plug regardless what he does. Spark plug activates the first pylon. One of the Decepticons activates the second one. Megatron activates one pylon, and then Optimus is like fighting him. And Optimus is like, you won't activate that last pylon, Megatron. Oh yes, I think you will. Why would I do that? Because if you don't, then Cybertron will be destroyed. What? I'm presuming because it's not. I just thought about that. Doesn't really logically make sense because it hasn't gone through the highway. I'm assuming it doesn't create enough energy to fully bring Cybertron in, because they sent a message earlier that like unless this is done absolutely perfectly, Cybertron could be absolutely just jettisoned off into the galaxy, and could cause it massive damage. So he's like, Optimus like, but there are still people on there, friends. Then the choice is yours, Optimus. You cannot do it, and all of Cybertron will be destroyed. What is your choice? I have no choice. You win, Megatron. He hits the button, and sure enough, Cybertron itself does appear next to planet Earth, and all this destruction starts happening, like these massive storms and stuff. It's like, no, have I saved Cybertron only to doom the Earth? And it's a hell of a good episode. It's actually really good. I can't wait to see what happens in part 2. I'll see you next time for that. Take care, and bye-bye for now, everybody.